All righty. Let's see if the. Alrighty, welcome to another episode of the Traxaholics Tracks podcast. I am your host, Jaximus Trax, aka Camo Claus, aka Jaximus Claus. Basically, we are going to be talking about what went down last weekend and for car shows. Um, I I posted up videos from the Isanti, the summer send off showdown, and I had a great time at the summer send off showdown. Um, and I had a really good time hanging out with Six Figure Exotics, which is my friend Katie Landis's um, group. She's got herself a very great company, and I really support the hell out of it. I think she knows exactly what she's doing in a male dominated field, and I think that she basically has her head on straight and she knows exactly what she wants. Um, and I don't think that there was any problem at her show until right at the end. That's when it went completely and utterly tits up. Some guy basically wanted to start shit because his car show isn't very successful and it's not going very far. And I don't really give a shit if he watches this and has something to say to me. I mean, I don't really care, but I'm gonna back Katie, and I'm gonna back her very well. Hi, welcome to the show. If you're watching, please comment in the comments below. Let me know who you are, and I just want to say welcome to the show, the Lay Tracks podcast, the Traxaholics podcast. I'm your host, Jaximus Trax, and basically, you're not. I'm talking about the Gears and Garter show, Threads and Throttle. Hey, what's up, man? Um, basically, I'm talking about the Gears and Garter show, and I'm talking about the Threads and Throttle show that happened at Lindale Avenue on Sunday. I am really impressed with Katie. I was impressed the way she handled everything, the way everybody went there. There was a registration fee, and the reason why there was a registration fee was because if you put your car into a show, you have to register your car. Basically, what Katie wants you to do every time you go to one of her shows, like if you got one of these cards, I got this one for Sugar Daddies because that's the next show that I'm going to, and I'm going to promote it. She wants you to register your car. Registration is, I think it's like 15 to 20 bucks. That was the reason why she charged a fee, was because if you were putting your car and you were parking in that area, you were parking in the area, you were registering your car. You were showing your car, you were paying a registration, I think it was $15 per car. And that's not bad. Okay? I mean, Whips and Waffles, they want you to register your car there. They also want you to do, and they want you to pay something, too, because that's a big car show, and it's a big area, and she was paying for the spot to be there, so that is a big thing. I mean, when you pay for a spot, you don't just go to the place and show up and go, oh hey, here we are. Like some car shows we go to, if they're sanctioned events, if they're sanctioned and they're laid out and they're perfectly set up, they you have to pay for them to get into, because the reasoning is you're paying for the spot. And that means when you come there, you respect the rules of the person who owns the lot. You clean up after yourself. You don't do burnouts. You don't do bullshit. You don't cause drama. You don't do anything to piss off people, because you're respecting their lot. That's what you got to do. You got to respect the lot. Then you have to respect the host. Well, you respect the host, then you respect the person who is putting the show on. So when she tells you something, when the owner of the place tells you something, and when people are telling you to get the hell off the lot, because you're causing drama, that means you need to get the fuck off the lot. That means you need to take your stupid, broke ass car or yourself and get the fuck out of there. Go do it on the main drag. Do it away from the show. Because why do people need to do takeovers? I don't understand why people need to come and bring all that freaking drama. There's no need for that. I've said this for Minnesota After Darks meets. I've said this for everything that is included in every damn show that I've ever gone to. You don't need to do this crap. And then you don't need to get out of the car and try to act big and try to be all like in somebody's face. Because when the person who is the owner of the spot where the car show was tells you to leave, that means shut your mouth, stay in your fucking lane, get in your car, and go the fuck home. Yeah, get out of there. Just go home. You do not need to be there to cause fucking drama. It's not a drama filled necessarily thing to do. So you need to respect the rules and get the fuck out of there. Now, for the show, gears and garters, turbos and tassels, you know, it was a great show. I respect the living hell out of Katie for putting the show on. I bet you guys don't know how emotional she got. But being in a male dominated world in the automotive industry, I give her 100% props for doing what she did. I'm 45 years of age. I've been to a lot of car shows. My boy Dustin Warless up in Virginia, who used to work for Techademics and for Mischief TV. You know, they went to a lot of car shows. They went to the Nopi Nationals. They went to, Ocean City, Maryland show. They went to, Englishtown, New Jersey. They've gone everywhere. They've gone everywhere. Virginia Motorsports Park, Virginia International Raceway. They went to VIR. I mean, they went to Minnesota. They went to Maryland International Raceway too. They went to MIR. Um, you know, they they go to Budds Creek, Maryland. They go to all these different tracks. And then when Tracks Revolution had their show, we would go to Summit Raceway. We would go, to these places and we'd follow them. And we'd go to all these events. And these events were just sanctioned events. You had to pay to get in. And when you paid to get in, the money was going to pay for the track. It basically was going there to pay for you to be there. And when they tell you to sign a waiver and then when they tell you to do this kind of stuff, it's because it's trying to protect their ass. Because they don't want, something bad to happen to anybody who's there trying to watch the car show. That's another way for them to cover their ass. And every time I've ever gone to a meet, a car show, or something like that, that has been sanctioned off and everything else, it's basically to have a good time. It's to be safe because nobody wants anybody to do, nobody wants to do burnouts. Nobody wants to do, I know that you guys want to do that kind of stuff. But nobody should. You should not come there and just rip up a parking lot in a Mustang or in a G35 or whatever. You should just come there and respect who's putting on the show because that's what it is. There are, adjust my seat here. Whoa. Okay, where the heck is my seat adjustment? Okay, I don't have a seat adjustment. How the hell does this seat go up? I having technical difficulties when I friggin' am trying to do a damn show. It always seems to happen because nothing's ever perfect. Obviously, you can tell this is my bedroom, and I do a podcast from my bedroom because, one, I've never thought about putting my computer in the living room and going from there. But I'm working on kind of shit, I'm still a work in progress. Hell, I would love to do this from a thing. Oh, somebody was watching. So I just saw somebody was on YouTube watching it, but that's one of the things I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't follow it on YouTube. I put it on Facebook, and and then I say, "Hey, follow me on YouTube Live," but whatever. Nobody wants to follow me here anymore. I don't know. I don't really know who cares to watch my show, but anyway. So, like I said, Katie put on a great show. I think she had about 50 registered cars on the lot. I think we ended up having about 65 different cars turn out because there were people who left and came back and then left and everything else. But to everyone who came, to everyone who showed up, and everyone who was there, um, to everyone who showed up, and to everyone that was there, you know, if you were there doing the show, um, more power to you. If you were there to, mess around and cause drama, they were um, they were told to leave, and that was what they should have done. They should have left, and we were glad for that. Yeah, we were glad that they left. Um, there is a thing that a when I went to the summer the summer send off, and I Sandy, there was an energy drink company. It was FUKU. Yep. um, and they're out of Minnesota, and they're an energy drink, and they're right here. Is the name of the company. This is their business card. This is what they gave me. They have an Instagram, and they have a telephone number. If you would like to, um, Lana Libra at drinkfuku.com. You can talk to her about energy drinks. There was a young guy named Adonis, I think his name was. Hold on, his business card is in my gift bag. So also, when Katie put on the show, she you won you got yourself a little bag. So yeah, there's little goodies and stuff in here and everything else. There's like Smarties, and there's so many chamois in here. I mean, it's so funny. Everybody needs a microfiber cloth. So I mean, Katie put a lot of thought into everything, and I'm still to this day blown away at how well the show was, and I can't wait for the next one. The next one is 2 weeks away. Sorry, the next one is 2 weeks away, and it is the next one. Yeah, the next one's 2 weeks away. It's in Sauk Rapids, just past St. Cloud, down Highway 10, and down Highway 10. And the show starts at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's going to be at an establishment called Sugar Daddy's. But it's basically a car show. And you're going there for a car show. Now, there was a kid there who was taking video, and this kid, Andreas, um, Andreas he does private shoots. He does customizable portfolios, and he's got customizable goods, including but not limited to t-shirts, mugs, hats, and backpacks. He's the Car Master. Yeah, CarMaster500 is his gmail.com. Yeah, it's CarMaster500. He's on Facebook, which his Facebook page isn't working. His TikTok page is up and running, he says, and his YouTube channel, which I am following. I'm following CarMaster. Adonis is his name, Adonis V. He is a good kid. He takes a lot of pictures. He actually won the Bronco that I was giving away. It was a black Bronco that was used in the video, the Honey You're Right video. It was going to go to Quentin David, but Quentin David didn't get back to me on that one, so he didn't get the Bronco. So I gave it to an enthusiastic kid who knew this kid. He takes pictures of all kinds of cars and everything else. He's got video up. He's got everything. He's actually trying to send video to. He's trying to give Katie all the pictures and everything. I posted all the pictures up on YouTube. I posted all the pictures um, to the thread for gears and garters. Katie wants them too, so I'm going to send her a whole bunch of pictures for that as well. Um, she can post them up and do whatever she wants to do with them. I also posted videos. I know they're not the greatest quality videos. I really am sorry. I'm not, a guy who has, $5,000-6,000 lying around to go out and buy a GoPro and to do all these really cool stuff. I'm just a normal, everyday, low life guy who used to have a car club of over, we had 10 people who ran in Tracks Revolution, but then we also had 5,000, 6,000 followers, and then it kind of went downhill after my friend Dustin passed away because everybody thought Tracks Revolution was dead. But the team's still going. Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics is our name now, and we're around for 30 years. So I mean, yeah, when 2026 comes around, we've been around for 30 years. Because I'm 45, and we started, back in what, 1996. Yeah, we started back in 1996. So we've almost been around for 30 years. In that 30 years, I've known a lot of people in the automotive industry. I've gone to a lot of shows. I mean, I'm getting up in age, dude. I'm 45. Yes, I am. And the thing is that I go to car shows all the time. And I love it when people put on car shows, and I love it when people put on events. And I had a lot of fun. I had a blast. I had a great time at the show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I thought, again, Katie put on a great show because she did it because, she's trying to show that women can be in motorsports and be in the car show industry and not have to be, always standing next to the car as a model, but, driving and pushing the throttle. That's basically what I say. And there's a lot of haters out there that hate Katie for what she does. And I really wish that there would be a lot of people that would just, shut the fuck up. I mean, I went to a car show. I went to the Ice Sandy car show, and there was a guy in a 32 Roadster in a Ford, and he was sitting there talking about how her OnlyFans page paid for all of this stuff. And I turned around and I said, dude, you don't know who she is. So why the hell do you got to say something? And he's like, well, isn't it obvious? And I said, dude, she didn't use OnlyFans. She worked her ass off for that, to be to that status. And the only reason why you don't like it is because, one, you're not making that kind of money that she is. I mean, you have no idea what she's been through. She has probably an emotional side that we don't ever see because she doesn't show it on camera. She tries to stay away from being emotional. But the thing is that she lives her life, and she goes out there and she puts up with a lot of bullshit. The naysayers, the bitches, the people that, talk so much shit about her when they don't need to. They don't need to talk crap about Katie. I mean, she works hard. She does what she has to do. And, you know, I really respect the fact that she's going out there, especially as a woman, and she's trying to take care of a male dominated world. The automotive industry, it's not easy. She's putting two of the greatest things together, basically cars and chicks. But she's doing what she's got to do because she knows damn well that she doesn't have to, it doesn't take much for her to, she can stand next to a car and it can get 80,000 pictures taken, because she's gorgeous and she's beautiful. Welcome to the show. How you doing? Name's Jack Smith Tracks. Welcome to the Traxaholics podcast. How's it going? Put your name in the comments and tell me who you are, and I'll give you a shout out. We're also on YouTube Live, so you're also on YouTube Live. Um, let's see, who is that? I don't know who that is. Can you post? Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Tony? How's it going, man? Welcome to the show. So basically, so basically, Katie put on this show, and she did a good job. And this guy at this car show basically told her, or basically told me, or he was basically talking under his breath, or didn't think that anybody would listen to him. And he basically said that Katie got her way from OnlyFans. And I'm like, dude, no, she didn't get it from OnlyFans. She knows damn well that, it takes a lot to get where she is. I mean, she's got two cars that are over six figures. I mean, she's got a Lamborghini, and she's got a BMW i8, and both of those cars, I wouldn't even want to drive them because I'm afraid that if I drive them, I'm gonna wreck them, or I can't even fit inside of them. I mean, I drove her cop car, which her cop car is a Charger. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. I'm just recapping the Gears and Garters Turbos and Tassels show that happened on Sunday, and I'm talking about her upcoming show in Sauk Rapids. It's Gears and Garters Sugar Daddy's Motor Madness Car Show. Register your car for Sunday, September 7th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Sauk Rapids, 500 66th Street Northwest, Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, 56379, or Sugar Daddy's if you guys really want to know where it's at. But it's all about the car club. It's not about Sugar Daddy's, it's just about the car club. Sugar Daddy's is the location. So when you are at Sugar Daddy's, respect the location. Yeah, respect the location, respect the people, respect Katie, respect Sam, respect the rules. Because when you go there, dude, it's their house, and we're coming into their house, and we're showing off our cars in their property, and they don't want any bullshit. No, they don't. They don't want bullshit. The bullshit, as soon as you leave to go to the car show, the bullshit stops when you enter the property. Yeah, the drama, the bullshit, anything. It's all about the cars. When there is a car show, that's what it's all about. It's about the passion and the drive for motorsports. It's not trying to see how big your motor is. It's not trying to see how much smoke you do when you do a burnout. It isn't. You leave that shit for the track or the burnout pit, or when you're doing a place where it's acceptable to do it. You know, you don't go there and you don't go there and shit on someone's lawn. That's basically what I'm saying. I mean, because you go to someone's place and you respect who they are. That's exactly what I say, and that's what you should do. You should listen to and respect what's going on. So 2 weeks from now, the Gears and Garter show is at Sugar Daddy's, and I gave the address and I gave the everything. But you need to register your car. The parking lot's probably big enough for probably, I'd say, a good 200 cars, maybe. Yeah. Sam is going to open the establishment. You guys will be able to go inside. It it is an adult establishment, so I mean it's a strip club. But the thing is that part is 21 or 21 and over, or 18 and over. It's an adult place. It's an adult place. Katie's show is basically about the cars. It's about the atmosphere. I mean, it's about the car club. It's a it's a place you can bring your kids. You can bring your kids. We had balloons. We had stuff. We gave out balloons to the kids, and they loved it. At least I thought they did. I mean, kids had fun. I mean, everybody knows that my other identity is Camo Claus, and I play as Santa Claus. And I thought, giving the kids cars and stuff was fun and everything else. I only do that every once in a while, so don't expect that all the time. I mean, I've been trying to, work on things and get myself a little bit established. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of hard because, well, Tracks Revolution has been around for a long time, and it's been around for almost 30 years. I mean, we started it in 1996, and then it's been off and on. And the reason why a lot of people don't know anything about it is because, one, I don't have a lot of people, I don't have a lot of people in my group. I don't have a lot of people, I only have like 31 members. I only have like 31 members to the Tracks Revolution group. Um, but I am a big person of car clubs, car shows, going to all kinds of meets and posting them on my page. I mean, if you look at my Facebook page is probably covered in nothing but car stuff, like car shows and everything else, and you know, and stuff. But it's because it's time for things to turn around. Hey, what's going on? Who's watching? Comment in the comments so I can give you a shout out. Hey, Christopher Lang, dude, what's going on? Are you down in Miami? I mean, I haven't seen you for a long time, so I figured you were in Miami. Um, but yeah, I'm talking about the car show that just happened last Sunday, Gears and Garters, that was in Lindale Avenue. And it was a great show, great people, great shout out to Katie for putting on a great turnout. She had all three of her cars there. Um, I think the other guy's name was Jason. And Jason, I think he had Jason or John. He brought his Cadillac and his other Cadillac on donks or on bigger wheels. Yep, he is in Daytona. Okay. Oh, Brendan, what's going on, Brendan? Welcome to the show. Christopher and Brendan are on. Oh, that's good. I got two people on. I got a three-way going. But yeah. So there was another guy. He had three cars. I think his name is John or Jason. I can't remember, but had two. He had two Cadillacs, and he had really nice cars, really beautiful cars. They were really nice. Um, I wish I actually want to I want to give a shout out. If Kevin Knapp could show up at the Sugar Daddy show, I would like him to register. Bring some of his Lambos out there and stuff. So if anybody could let Kevin Knapp know. No, I'm not in Florida. I wish I was at work. I mean, no, I'm in Virginia, man, or I'm in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota. Chris, I'm in Minnesota. I live in Minnesota, as you can tell with the Minnesota Wild banner over here. And then Brendan's at work right now, so um, but yeah. But I'm trying to get I'm actually gonna see if I can get Kevin Knapp to go to the show and register and see if he can get on. Because dude, Kevin Knapp's got some great cars, and I would like him to go to the show because he's a good friend of mine. Maybe they can bring Tommy Lee with them, you know, so that Tommy Lee can drive one of his cars or something or show up. I don't even know what Tommy Lee's doing now that he's not working anymore. I told him that he could go get a job somewhere, but I mean, even Sugar Daddies is hiring for people. You were thinking of coming this way, I thought. Yeah, I was thinking of moving down to Florida. But dude, I gotta stay here. I can't go anywhere. I mean, I got my parents here, and I got my mom and dad to think about and everything else right now. I mean, there's not anything wrong with them right now, but I mean, I love being here in Minnesota. It's a great place, and I really want to be here because I want to open a rally school in Minnesota. I'm actually trying to get a lot of people to follow me on that. Um, if the members of ERX or ERX Motorsports are even watching, like Andrew Carlson from ERX and Elk River Motorsports Park, I would love, I would love to open a rally school or get somebody to follow me. You want Nitro Rallycross at the track? I mean, I'll bring a whole bunch of people. I actually want Travis Pastrana to bring Nitro Rallycross back to ERX because it was one of my favorite places to go. I mean, I love ERX. I actually love the track. I'm good friends with. Also, I'm good friends with uh, Travis Milhausen Jr., who lives in Montrose, and yeah, I mean in Hutchinson and Montrose in that area. So, I'd love to, get Pro 2, Pro 4 racing, WRC racing, and Nitro Rallycross back to ERX. I'd love that. But it just takes a lot of time. No, I'm not in Sauk Center anymore. I moved away from Sauk Center. I live in St. Cloud now. I moved to here to better myself and to get away from a lot of stuff that's happened. I mean, I'm going through a divorce right now, dude, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm going through a divorce right now. It kind of sucks, but anything that about that is not something I really want to post on Tracks Revolution because it's not irrelevant to it. I mean, whatever happened between Joe and I, that's between Joe and I, not you guys. I mean, you guys are part of my family. You guys know that sometimes I go through a lot of shit, but the thing is I'm living my life still, one day at a time. I mean, that's the only thing I can do is live one day at a time. I mean, I can't sit here and stress it enough. But anyway, it's about Katie's show. So I just want to say that I had a blast at Gears and Garters, Threads and Throttles, or Throttles and Threads. I had such a great time. I really thought that everything about the show was just so perfect. I thought everything about what she did, the way she handled herself on the microphone, the way she talked and gave out the awards, the way she did anything. No, dude, it's okay, Chris. Don't worry about it, man. No, you're fine. It's okay, dude. You would never know if you never asked the question. I mean, most guys would have better relationships with their women if they would just ask questions that they're afraid to ask. I mean, I ask women questions all the time because we have these questions in our head, and they never give us a straight answer. So it's just one of those kind of things. I mean, I'm telling you right now. I mean, it's one of those things that you have to understand. They want us to be loyal. They want us to be great and around them all the time. But then understand us. If we ask a question, we're not trying to start an argument. We're not trying to start up an argument. We're not trying to win a war or anything like that between a testosterone battle or anything like that. What we're trying to do is no, yeah, you're perfectly fine, dude. Chris, you're good. You're okay because you didn't know what was going on. You haven't been there in 4 years. You're absolutely right. It's not bad. Don't worry about it because see, you didn't know what was going on, so you're rekindling, and the best way you're doing it is online. And because you're on a chat, you're basically on a live video chat, and you saw that I was live, and you asked a question. It's okay. and it's not the end of the world. And I don't really, to be 100% honest with you, yes, I am looking for a new. I'm looking for a new relationship, and I want to start a new relationship with somebody. Um, but I'm looking for the right girl. That's why I'm single. I mean, I don't. I'm single because I haven't found the right person. And it's not because I'm a bad guy. I mean, I'm 45 years of age. I play Santa Claus. I'm one of the most happiest and, greatest people in the world. I'm living my life and enjoying it. I mean, I may not have like, I may not have, seven figures to my name, but shit, I don't even have like three pennies right now. But the thing is that I'm waiting for something to happen in my life because something will happen. You just got to believe. My goal is, or my dream is right there in front of me, and I'm sitting there still chopping away and chopping away. But I'll tell you, I'll probably be 80 years old and I won't even get my goal. I mean, the thing is that I'm trying to believe things. I'm trying to push Tracks Revolution every year, the whole year. I mean, I love the company. I want it to take off. I want to make T-shirts. I want to do videos. I'm even asking like companies like Dirtfish and FIA, WRC, Rallycross, if I can be a MC or be on camera or be on TV with them because I do enough of these damn podcasts to want to do something where I go to a rally car track and open a door and say, hey, how was your rally stage? How do you feel that you did on this rally stage? Do you feel like the track's technical enough for you to get around corners? Do you feel like your Honda N is doing the job that it's supposed to do? Do you feel like your team is behind you? Do you feel like the Toyota GR team is behind you? Do you feel like the track is technical enough? Do you feel like there's jumps? Do you feel like the stewards are setting the right pace notes? Do you feel like your teammates and you are doing what you have to do to get around the track in a safe and high speed manner? I mean, that is exactly what I want to do. I mean, yes, I know that I don't have the body and the feel and the look of it because I sound like I'm always breathing so heavy when I'm on TV, and that's because I'm overweight. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm a big guy. I have a big heart. I have a big passion for everything, and I just hope someday I can get into the motorsports industry. I want to get into the motorsports industry, but shit, I've been doing this for almost 30 years, you know? And I love going to car shows. I love doing all that stuff. I love, going and doing that broad horizon, but I also want to do it on TV. And they don't get enough, ESPN the Ocho. God, I mean, Speed TV, Motor Trend TV. Those guys need stuff for people to put car shows on and bring car shows back onto TV. I mean, everybody's living in this Fast and the Furious kind of age where, like, they see these cars and then they want to do like burnout competitions and they want to do bikini competitions and everything. But the thing is that, even Nopi is coming back in September, and I thought Nopi was gone. I thought, to be 100%, I thought Nopi went bankrupt, and I thought they were gone. But here they're coming back in September. They have a show in Georgia, which God, I'd love to go to that because that's one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest car clubs or car companies for parts. I mean, if it wasn't for Nopi, we would never have that car culture. Silver Street Magazine, Import Tuner, all those magazines are even coming back. I mean, I would just love to be a part of the automotive industry before I die. I mean, yes, dude, I'm looking like Clarkson every single day, and people are telling me, Jack, you know your shit when it comes to cars. You know what they are because you sat here. Because you know why? You want to know why I sat here and read car magazines? Because I had no friends. I sat in my room and basically went online and looked up car parts and looked up car magazines and read about cars and everything else. And that's what I was into. Everybody sits there and thinks, oh, Jack, you were into porn. Well, no, Jack actually was, it was probably like 20, it was probably like, you know, 50-50, but most of the time it was about cars. I love cars, dude. I have cars all over my damn house. I just got rid of a whole bunch of Hot Wheels and cars and stuff because I gave them to kids because I had too many of them. Another friend of mine, Dustin, he's got so many cars. Dustin Warless has got so many cars and stuff that he's collected over the years. And I mean, I had collector's cars that I gave for Toys for Tots. Yeah, I had collector's cars that I gave for Toys for Tots. I had General Lee's that I gave away. I had all kinds of stuff. I mean, dude, there's all kinds of things that I gave away. And the reasoning is because one, I want people to get into more automotive. I mean, I know over the years that things progress that we're going to get rid of cars and then they're going to be flying, but that's something that we've seen, but you're always going to need an automobile. You're always going to need a car. So, yeah. So anyway, sorry to get off topic, off track there a little bit. It's not anybody's fault. I just want to let everybody know that if you're going to be in the Sauk Rapids area, this is this is the this is the car show to go to. It's the Gears and Garters Sugar Daddy's Motor Madness Car Show. Yeah, go to this. Go there, that little QR code down there on the bottom, and register. Um, and find it on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook under Gears and Garters. I will be posting about 7,000 times. I will share the link and I will share it. Please register your car, guys. Pay the registration fee, you know, or when you come to the door, please pay the registration fee and don't give her shit about registering. Just bring your car there and register and help her out, because she's a really great person and she is just trying to have a good time. She's trying to use basically her knowledge and everything else to get into the industry, and I'm backing her 100%. And no, I'm not trying to do anything with Katie, so please get that out of your fucking heads. I don't want to hear anything that I'm trying to get with Katie and all that bullshit. She's a great person. I mean, if she wants to do anything with me, that's her choice. I mean, that's her choice. She can do whatever, but I don't want anything. I mean, I want to be friends with Katie because she's cool. I want her to be happy. I want her to keep on dominating. I want her to keep on dominating this field and showing that women can do other things in automotive other than drive a car, stand next to a car in a bikini, work on a car and everything. I mean, there are so many women in the motorsports industry that do a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of girls that even work on cars. Um, One of the YouTubers that I follow on my Tracks Revolution thing, her name's Laura, and she's working on a Mazda Miata and an E30 BMW. She's trying to make a drift car out of it or a rust car, or like to replace it or restore it. And she's really good at it. There's another lady called 2JZ Katie. She drives a Supra, and she drives a Toyota Supra, and she, I think, is a drift car or a race car or a drag racer. But she does a lot of stuff in the industry. Um, there's so many girls out there that work on cars and trucks and everything else, and I think women in auto sports. I think they deserve a chance, and I think more and more guys should give them a chance. I mean, my dream is to find somebody who knows how to work on cars, be around a car, love being around cars, has the same passion for it, and wants to be Mrs. Claus. I mean, that's 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 what I've always wanted. But sometimes you just can't have that. But I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything bad about the person that I was with before. No, I still think about her. I still care about her all the time. I go through all of our old pictures when we had our cars together, our Mini Coopers. She's one of the reasons why I still love Mini Coopers. Yeah, she is. But anyway, not to get into that stuff. Hold on. Anyway, Sunday, September 7th, 2 weeks from now, please go to the Sugar Daddy's Gears and Garters Motor Madness Car Show. Register your car today. Come out there and have a good time. Come out there for the show. Please come out there to support Katie. And let's keep the drama and all that shit at home. What happened on Sunday is now in the past and it's now gone. Let's move on to the present. Let's go on to the future and let's keep on trying to make automotive great again. Let's, live, drive, and lay tracks. Let's have fun, but let's do it at the track. Do it in a place where it's safe. That's another reason why I started Tracks Revolution Tracksaholics 30 years ago was because we wanted to go to a track. We didn't want to go to some parking lot and do burnouts and do excessive driving and everything like that. We wanted to do it on the track. That's where we want to go. Like, I mean, if the track that you want to go to is a dirt track or a stadium off-road track or a racetrack or a drag racing track or anything, a drift track, just do it on the track, okay? Yeah, this is Jackson's Tracks, aka Jackson's Claus. This has been the Tracksaholics podcast. I just want to say thanks again for watching. To all the people who got on, Facebook Live, thank you for the love. I know you guys get on and then it kind of kicks you off because Facebook, for some odd reason, doesn't want me to keep going live. But that's another reason why I posted on my Facebook telling you guys to come watch it on my YouTube channel because YouTube is open for everything. I'm actually thinking about doing stuff on Rumble as well because Rumble is a little bit more open, meaning that I can swear a lot more and I can talk about stuff and I can put things in the background. Like I can do music and stuff like that if I end up going in the thing. Because some of the damn car shows that I go to, they're always playing music in the background. And then when I try to post a video, it goes, copyright laws. Well, the thing is how you can't stop background music. Like, what am I going to do? Tell the guy to turn the shit off when I'm recording? Hey, man, I'm recording a podcast. Can you turn that off? Because YouTube doesn't allow me to do stuff. You know what he's going to say? Fuck you. I don't care about your podcast. That's exactly what he's going to say. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, a lot of things are more open, and everybody wants me to go to everybody wants me to use TikTok. TikTok is another thing that I don't really know anything about. I have no idea about TikTok. I just know that every time I go on there and try to post a video, it's only like 5 minutes, or like not even 5 minutes. It's like a minute, and I can't even say anything because the thing goes by so fast. It's like, yeah, I can't get anything out in a minute, dude. This guy needs about 10 minutes because one, I gotta breathe, and that takes about 5 minutes, and everything else, and and I just don't get anything else out in a hurry. But thanks for watching again today, guys. I love you guys so much. I respect you guys, and just remember, when you're at a car show, please obey the rules. Just go there for the cars. Don't go there to start drama. Do not come there to try to take over the fucking show. Nobody really gives a shit about takeovers. They're stupid. All they do is cause drama, trouble. They bring the cops. If your car show doesn't go good, don't fuck up somebody else's, all right? Just because your car brand isn't taking off, don't mean you got to go around and fuck up somebody else's shit. And you know who you are, Austin. Minnesota entertainment street scene. Dude, I know who you are, Austin. The thing is that you came to the car show and you were cool, but then when you found out you had to register and shit like that, you turned it into something else. I mean, yes, you guys had three nice cars that were works in progress. Well, the SRT, the green SRT Challenger was nice, but I mean, Daddy, give you the keys to that. It's okay. It's all right. I don't care. I mean, if you want to talk shit, and did somebody pull a gun on you? I have no idea. I was on the other side, and we were already outside. So you were telling people that you want to go outside. Well, you're outside. So you're outside and you were talking shit at a car show, and you weren't even respecting the owner of the property. So that's why you needed to get out. Look, I'm finishing the way the car show was. I'm basically telling people, if you go to a car show, go there for the whole entire show, but when the thing's over, don't fuck it up for everybody else because that's stupid. It's just a waste of fucking time. Anytime you ever go to a car meet, if it's not your car meet, don't come there to try to make it yours, and don't come there to make a scene. I don't care how many times I have to stress this out. Yes, I'm 45 years of age. I am a grown ass man. And I've gone to so many car shows when I was probably your age, showing off what car that I had. Going up there with, my little Honda Civic or my little dude. Actually, you want to know something? Fuck that. I had a fucking 1998 Plymouth Expresso neon. Okay, it was purple, and I made the best out of that fucking car. I made the best out of that car. Not only did I work hard with that car, but I beat a fucking Viper with it in Budds Creek, Maryland. Y'all motherfuckers don't know this, and I told you the story, but y'all didn't believe me. Y'all didn't, y'all said that I was full of shit. Y'all said that I was just trying to make things up, but I beat that kid in a Viper and a GTS Dodge Viper in Budds Creek, Maryland. And the video where the guy goes, "Is that a neon?" Yes, that's my neon driving down the fucking thing. Because I beat the shit out of a kid in a Dodge Viper GTS because my car had worked on. I had worked on my neon. Yeah, not my Mini Cooper, my neon. I had worked on it. I used to know a guy who lived out in West Virginia. I used to hang out with him because you know what? I never really had friends. I went and found people to hang out with because I was so fucking bored. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm turning it into my past, but it's car related. A lot of people don't know who I am because a lot of people don't really understand. They think that I'm just some guy who's full of shit all the time. But I've been around the car show industry for almost 30 fucking years. I went to North Dakota State School of Science and Technology. I got kicked out of school because some asshole kid put drugs in my fucking toolbox because I left my toolbox open because I didn't really care. That was my mistake. But I got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of North Dakota School of Science and Technology for drugs. But it wasn't mine. No, it wasn't my shit. Some kid fucking planted shit in my toolbox because he wanted to be some, stupid little Slim Shady fucking faggot kid, and because he looked like Eminem. Okay, he looked like Eminem. We called him Slim Shady for a joke, and it's not against the real Eminem, so don't take it wrong. It's not anything to do with Marshall Mathers. It's not him. It was some kid that looked like Eminem. He was some. I don't know. He looked like a cross between. I'm sorry. He looked like a cross between Tom McDonald and Eminem. That's what he looked like, and we called him Slim Shady. You know, but he used to borrow my car all the time. He used to ask me for my car all the time. He took my Subaru places that I didn't even know where the hell he was going, and you know, and brought it back. And then when I had my neon, yeah, I had a neon for a while. My parents bought it for me, didn't want me to do anything to it. I went around and turned around and put all sorts of work into it. Yeah. And then some guy named Steven Spano one day thought it would be really funny to let the air out of the tires of my car that had nice rims on it, and it damn near killed my mother. Yeah, it damn near killed my mom. And then my parents went and put over $1,000 of rims and tires back onto my car because after when my mom drove down the road at 70 miles an hour with no air in the tires, the fucking tires exploded and I lost my nice rims that I had on my Neon. But I had a lot of work put into my Neon and there was a lot of work done to it and a lot of things happened to me. But you want to know something? I don't really sweat it anymore because it's all in the past. I've moved on. And, you know, people that do things to people's cars, like sabotage them or do things to people's cars, can go fuck themselves. If it's not your car, don't fucking touch it. Because the same thing happened to my friend Brian Sullivan. You know, Brian Sullivan had a very nice fucking Mitsubishi Eclipse. And someone decided to pull the drain plug out on it, drained all the oil out of it, and then Brian got in the car and the motor seized. You know, same thing happened with my Ford Taurus. The motor seized on my Taurus because I had somebody else help me do an oil change on my car. They know who they are. They fucking ruined my Ford Taurus, and I had to sell my Ford Taurus because I had something better than they did. I had a car. People use my ass every day for everything. I mean, I do things for people out of the kindness of my heart. I don't even ask for fucking money, okay? If I do something for you, it's because I'm doing it for you because I care about you and I want you to be safe. And if that's a problem, and I don't know why God punishes me for that, but that's fucked up. I don't know what it is. I really don't. But if shit ain't yours, don't fuck with it. If the car show that you go to isn't your car show, then don't be a dick. I'm worked up now and everything else. I'm sorry for ending the show like this, but the thing is that Katie Landis, I just want to say I respect you. I love what you do with the automotive industry and what you did for the show. People, please come out to this show, support this lady. She's a great lady. I love her. I love her and I respect her a lot. You know, I think she's got a great head on her shoulders. And stop talking shit about her because, she's a hardworking individual. She does what she's got to do. So, on my final note, if you're in the automotive industry and you want to be an asshole and you go to other people's car shows and you do stupid things, when you preach things for your car show that says no burnouts and no shit, and then you go to somebody else's and you do burnouts at their show and you act like a dick at their show, then nobody's going to come to your show. Because I know Austin, that as soon as you left Gears and Garters and you went to your fucking car show at the quarry over at Target in downtown, St. Paul or downtown Bloomington or wherever you have the quarry, when you went down there, y'all started talking shit about Katie's show. Her face or her Instagram and everything else got blown up about how the show was a piece of shit, how the show was terrible, and everything else. Just because you had a bad experience. But you want to know something? If Katie was to go to your show, she wouldn't do a burnout. She wouldn't come there and act stupid. She wouldn't say that, someone pulled a gun on her just to get a fucking rise out of a fucking thing because, they want to start a little drama. Dude, grow up and have a fucking pair of balls. Be a fucking man. You know what? I don't understand why you hide behind your shit. You tell somebody that you want to fight and you're not even ready to fight. You know what? You shouldn't even have fucking came. If you knew you were going to start shit, you shouldn't have came. So I'm telling you right now, if you want people to respect your rules at your fucking show, then respect rules at their fucking show. It's a win-win situation for both in the automotive industry. Because if you have a passion and a drive for cars, that's why you're at the show. Not because I want to start a fucking takeover and a drama. You're not there for that. Grow up. I mean, shit. You're a grown ass fucking man, for God's sakes. You have a fucking driver's license. You drive a fucking Infiniti G35 that says Skyline on the back of it. You want to know something? It's not a Skyline. It's nowhere near a Skyline. It's never going to be a Skyline. Because just because Infiniti owns Dodge, or just because Infiniti owns Nissan, sorry, I'm a Dodge man. Because, Dodge is a company that's been owned by thousands of other people. But anyway, just because Infiniti owns Nissan, or Nissan and Infiniti are coexisting with each other, it's because a company that wanted to have a luxury version of a car wanted to sell another company to help them out to make stuff. But your car is not a Skyline. It's nowhere near a Skyline. It has to be a Skyline. To be a Skyline, it has to be a GTR or has to be made and run with an RB26 DETT motor, an RB26 DET, or something categorized in that kind of vehicle, being an R34, R32, or R33. But you can even go all the way back to even being an R2000, which is one of the older Skylines. But that is just a brand name that Nissan has. And Ricer Boys put Skyline on the back of their Infiniti just to be funny. I mean, my friend, I can't remember his name. He used to be a kid that lived in St. Cloud, or not St. Cloud, in Alexandria. He used to have a car called an AccuLine. Yeah, it was an Acura Legend that looked like a Skyline, and he, did it all up. But the thing is that he knew that it wasn't a Skyline, so he didn't go around and call it that. He just showed it off like that to be funny. And yes, you probably put Skyline on the back of your car to be funny. But I'll tell you right now, another thing. This is another thing that pisses me off. Who the fuck brings a gun to a car show? Yeah, who the fuck brings a gun to a car show? Why do you bring a gun to a car show? It's not about guns. This ain't no fucking game. This ain't no Grand Theft Auto or, Fast and the Furious. You shoot somebody with a gun, it's over. And their life could be over. That bullet could go through them and fucking kill somebody else. Maybe a kid. Do you want that on your conscience? Do you literally want to kill somebody? Why bring a gun? Here, use these. Take a good old-fashioned passionate ass whooping, you motherfuckers. Because that's what you need to do. You need to learn how to take an ass whooping. And not being smacked around by your girlfriend or your boyfriend. I don't care. I mean, not having your ass smacked by your boyfriend or whatever just because you drive, whatever you drive. And that's not a, whatever. That's a different title, different thing for a different title. But anyway, I don't care. If you come to a car show, as soon as you hit that lot, you leave all that drama, you leave all that bullshit and everything at home. Because no one is there for that. No one is there for drama and bullshit. They're there for the cars. They're there for the passion. They're there for the motorsports. They're there for the love of what has to be done. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch the show Top Gear anymore. Because Top Gear went to being politics. That's why Jeremy Clarkson's not around anymore. He talked politics. He said something about some, person in political things or whatever. And that's why the show went off the air. If you keep it about the subject, the matter, the cars, then that's what it's going to be. The family and passion for cars. I'm sorry that I've sat here and wasted a whole hour of your fucking time. But I'm going to tell you right now, and this is my final fucking thought. As soon as you come to somebody else's car show, just like you post on your stupid flyers or you post on your event thing and you say, hey, no burnouts, no drama, no this, no that, then you need to follow your own fucking rules. Because that's the kettle painting, but that's painting the kettle black. Because basically, you need to follow their rules like they follow your rules at your meet. When I went to your meet and I pulled into a Target parking lot, I was a little skeptical at first, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is a a parking lot, so there's not going to be any bullshit here because as soon as there is, some Karen or Darren is going to call the cops, and they're going to show up, and they're going to arrest everybody. It's not going to be just one person; it's going to be everybody." So, you know what? I think from now on, I think I'm going to go to sanctioned events and things that are actually made up. Because if I ever tried to make up my own car show, dude, I wouldn't even know where to start. But I still have a passion and a love for cars. I've been doing it since I was, well, actually, I've been doing it since I was 2. I've actually played with cars when I was 2 years old. And I've gone all the way up till now being 45. So that's almost 43 years of playing with cars. Gee. But when I played with my car, I didn't park it in front of another car and go, rum, rum, rum. Your car's a piece of shit. Let's go street race. No. I just said, oh, is that a Mustang next to me? Maybe I should be careful because, Mustangs can lose control in a crowd. That's just a joke. It's automotive humor. No, but that's a Mustang next to me. That's probably a very fast car. Maybe I should get to know the guy, so see if he goes to any car shows and see if he recommends, going to places, and then maybe one day meeting up at like a, field and talking about cars. Or maybe seeing if he wants to help, working on cars. Because that's what Minnesota After Dark does. We also get to know people, but we also help people work on their cars. Have you ever looked at our chats? People are like, hey, do you have a jack? Do you have a garage I can borrow for a couple of days? Do you have a couple of bucks I can borrow a couple of days? Can somebody come and get me? I've done all 3 of those or all 5 of those things. Because when my car broke down, I asked for some help. And did I get it? From people. Not part of Minnesota After Dark, though. I mean, Andrew, he helped me. And, but now he doesn't have a car. So he's SOL. Same thing with, Jen. Or same thing with Tristan. He's trying to, find help. But anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here because it's 12:30. And I've wasted an hour of your time. Hour and 8 minutes of your time. So yeah. Just remember, go to car shows, obey the rules, and support your local Katie. Notice I didn't say what she really is. No, support Katie because she's great. And I'm trying not to touch the picture there. Just go to register. I'm going to post this up there. Katie, we love you. Okay, Katie, I love you. I respect you. I think you're cool. And register your car for the Sauk Center or for the Sauk Rapids show, and please go and respect the rules. And I just want to say, live, drive, and lay tracks. I'm Jackson Miss Tracks, and you're not. So have a nice day. And to the haters, fuck off, and don't be a dick.